Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-March right through to mid-April 2025. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in towards you. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding their current circumstances? Can you please show them the way? Regarding love, who's coming in towards them? What do they need to know in advance? Can you please highlight to them what they need to be aware of at this time regarding their love life and their love situation? What are they connecting to in the future? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, so the first card there we have marine life. So this can be that you're going through a detoxing phase, decluttering body, mind, and soul, but also thinking about getting more involved in the community. I definitely see here that, when I show you this card, there is basically a really tiny little seahorse in the corner, and that represents soulmate energy. But in and amongst all the other marine life there are sharks. There's also pufferfish. So some of you may have had some encounters with some toxic experiences when it comes to love. So a lot of you could be healing from these experiences, but also it could be that you are taking charge of your life and deciding to break old habits, for example, in order to get clear on what it is you want in a relationship, because this is your overarching energy, okay? We'll tap into who is coming towards you, but I definitely see that a lot of you are thinking about getting more involved in the community. This is your outcome card, so this means that, you're going to be connected to someone who basically you find yourself in a group of people with at some point, because connection, there's definitely a connection coming on in, but I really get this sense of integration from this card. But your first card there is the marine life card. Life is pretty busy, okay? And you may feel that the dating pool, it's really vast. And basically, there's a lot of people who are very transient, You are very attractive. You actually do get a lot of attention, whether you know that or not. But you may feel that everything is so kind of like temporary. That you're trying to be in the flow of life, but, it's like ships passing in the night regarding the dating pool. And some of you may feel that the dating pool is basically oversaturated. There's a lot of people out there searching for love, of course, and you're searching for that one person who's really special, who has that spark and that connection. And at first it can feel really overwhelming. Like, how are you going to find the one in like this vast pool of opportunity, but at the same time, you're looking for someone very specific, okay? And as you can see there's that tiny little seahorse right there. Now that represents soulmate energy. Whenever you connect to a love reading, that image connects to like a long life partner, okay? But in and amongst all of this, as I said, there's like pufferfish, there's a shark up here. So some of you may have had experiences where you've been bitten, in the past when it comes to love, maybe once bitten, twice shy. I know that sentence is such a cliche or corny, but it is coming out in the reading right now. So it can be that some of you, you've removed yourself from the dating pool because you feel that people are not serious, or you've been hurt in the past, and, you're just going through a period of detoxifying, but also finding your way, focusing on your projects, your responsibilities, and this is a very busy scene, so it can be that you are super busy right now trying to prioritize your own needs. And it's like love, whilst it is something that's important to you, it's taken a bit of a back burner, okay? Sharks, because there is a shark in that card, it can indicate that you're a go-getter, you know, that you're locked onto a goal and you're hungry for opportunity, for example. So it can be that you're focusing on your projects at this time or the responsibilities that you have. But it just feels like if you're trying to re-enter the idea of getting into the dating scene, for some of you, it's like, what dating scene? I feel there's an energy there of like, oh my gosh, there's just too much going on. It's too peoply out there. How am I ever going to find a person who really connects to what I'm looking for? But the universe will put you in a position to meet this person, okay? I want you to be aware there is a connection coming in. That is your final card in your overarching energy, which means there is a person who is going to be a life partner or someone you're going to connect to long term. Now, because there is this like expansion energy in your reading so far, it can indicate that a lot of you are going to be a little bit more adventurous and move outside your comfort zone and see what's on the other side of the usual parameters. For example, going to new places, seeing new faces. Some of you traveling. You know, there's a lot of like water energy here. So you could be going overseas, you could be going on a vacation. Some of you may even be thinking about emigrating or, you know, migrating to a different part of the world. You may be really currently thinking right now of where you feel like you belong. And as you can see, it's like you're removing yourself in some way from the busyness, the hecticness of life. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know, you're off on an island somewhere in the middle of nowhere and there's going to be no people. It just means that some of you are looking at how busy you are and how your schedule is figuring out right now. And you may feel that you need to declutter your schedule or create space for love. Okay, so I definitely see that coming on in for you. Now, of course, this card, it says richness. So a lot of you are focusing on your finances. You're trying to be in the flow of life, but also trying to be flexible. So I feel there's an energy here of some of you like thinking about, do you have a type? Have you been flexible in the past and said, okay, that person's not my type, but you know what? I'll be open and see how it goes. I feel the universe is really asking you right now to be very precise about what it is that you want in a relationship. What are the deal breakers when it comes to love? So I feel this is about you getting clear and then manifesting, because there's so much water in the energy that you've got coming out at first. I mean, this card is about adventure. It's about, you know, open waters, things going, you know, in a direction where it's like uncharted territory. So it feels like you're opening yourself up to alternative opportunity. And water is always the vision of what it is that you want. And then you have very earthly energy here, which means what you want and you can visualize, it will materialize, okay? It will become real in your world. So I feel there's this energy of you kind of speaking your truth and deciding what it is that you want in a relationship. And I feel you've erected healthier boundaries to make sure that, you know, no one crosses a mark. And there are certain deal breakers that you really want in a relationship and certainly things that you do not want. And you're trying to kind of like declutter, okay? Because when you've got like pufferfish and things, it can indicate that either you're feeling a little bit stuck or you feel that you've met people who are very toxic or even transitory. Some of you may have been ghosted in the past, for example, or you've had many different experiences in love, but still you're left yearning for the one and you can't find that one because it just feels like either they're hidden or they got lost somewhere. But I definitely see here that you're being put in the path to meet the one. So as you can see, that path is clear. And I feel this is a card that indicates that you are coming out of a comfort zone, but actually you're being guided to do something, okay? I mean, it's like you overcoming an obstacle. I mean, this card, it says north, expansion. So you could meet this person connected to your sense of purpose. You know, suddenly you wake up one morning and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel called to do this thing. Whether it's traveling, you know, pick up a hobby, do a course of learning, whatever it is, I feel the path is being made clear for you to listen to the whisper in your heart, and you are actually going to find someone new. I definitely see new energy coming out here for you. And of course, it's number one, which means you're prioritizing your own needs, but you're also being brave about the next steps of your journey. Because a lot of you may feel that you've been in the same sort of dating pool or area for quite some time. Same old places, same old faces, and, you know, I felt there's a big old wide world out there for you to explore. Now, the nature of expansion can also connect to the ether. So some of you may be thinking about, like, going on online dating, for example. And of course, some of you out there are like, no, don't want to do that. So it depends on whatever it is that you want to do. But I definitely see with that expansion card, you're approaching dating in a different way. But what I see here is that you may have thought about like specific dating places, like speed dating or online dating or going to events where you know single people will be, for example. But actually, I see you just doing something that you really enjoy for you. Okay. And I feel this integration energy where you just meet someone organically, because you're getting a lot of organic cards here. And that's giving me an energy that, you know, when you meet this person, you know that they are the one. Okay. But we also have this mystery, dark matter. Okay. So I actually feel that some of you have a secret admirer already. Okay. I'm going to pull a card on this just to see a little bit more. But I feel for some of you, there's an energy of you meeting someone new, actually. So we will just tap into that now before I go to that Celtic cross. I mean, the mystery, dark matter, I feel some of you have withdrawn or gone off grid, almost like hermit energy, in order to focus on your own personal development or self-development kind of processes. You know, you're on a journey of discovery there. Some of you, you know, this card indicates that you're not talking to anybody right now, or you are transforming and therefore you've gone off grid in order to be flexible with life and the changes that are occurring around you or even the world. For some of you, you know, there may be certain things that you want in a relationship now that are a deal breaker that you never even thought about in the last couple of years. Okay, it's almost like the world has changed, right? And since 2020, we've had some very challenging times, and everything kind of like got turned on its head. And there may be things that you want in a relationship now that you never even had thought about before. And there are specific things that you want, for example. So this could be that, you know, there are certain things that you're looking for that no one really talks about, okay? Because the butterfly is literally over that person's mouth. But I feel this is about you owning your truth and saying, actually, this is important. So now you are vocalizing what it is that you really want in a relationship and what is important. But I'm going to pull a card on this because, you know, this is an energy of like, if you know this card from this deck, it literally means that the world still has mystery. Okay, and that you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time to meet the right person. And sometimes we don't have to know all the details of how we're going to meet a person. Okay, but my job here is to really tap into the energy to see what's available to you for you to tap into so that you can put yourself in that position, or just discover yourself in that position and realize that there are certain signposts or like omens that your guides or my guides, as they connect through this reading, you know, they want you to see. So for example, if I see any images in the water when I'm scrying at the same time, I'll let you know. I'm actually just seeing ripple effects right now. So this can be a decision you're about to make will cause a ripple effect in your life. But I'm just seeing that. I mean, if you look at this water, it's very calm. So maybe this is about you making a decision and deciding to shake things up a little bit. But that's all I see in the water right now. And perhaps after this video, you will actually see a reel, or you'll actually see an image of someone like causing a ripple effect in water. So this could be like a sign from your guides that is connected to this reading, for example, to highlight that someone is coming in towards you, but you need to take some sort of action before this person comes in. So like, for example, if you're looking for love and you spend most of your time either at home and you're not doing online dating, it's going to be very hard for the universe to, you know, get you to meet the person you're meant to be with. So, you know, love is not going to come flying through your window and join you on the sofa. I mean, that would be wonderfully easy. I mean, a bit weird, and I'd probably be really suspicious of it because I'm a Scorpio. I'd be like, whoa. But anyway, let's move away from that energy. It's kind of like, you know what I mean. There has to be certain steps we all have to make in order to put ourselves in a position to do something that we love. And the universe will make sure that the person who is right for you will also attend that event. Or if you're at home, for example, some of you may find that you're a homebody at the moment, and it could be that you're curious about online dating. So that will mean the universe will make sure the person who is right for you also gets curious about online dating, so there can be a match, if you know what I mean. But let's get back to this person who has feelings for you. Ooh. Straight away, we got Six of Cups energy, okay? So this is someone that you really know. They're from the past, okay? We've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. I mean, There's 3 cards all about love right there. Love, nostalgia. This tells me what I already kind of mentioned earlier. There is someone who really has feelings for you. They think about you a lot. There's someone that you used to know, okay, or they think about the good old times. They may reach out and actually ask you to go to something or invite you to go to something. I'm not saying that this person is an ex, okay, because I'm not getting ex vibes from this, but 6 of Cups can be an ex. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? 6 of Cups basically means someone, they have fond memories of you and they dream of, you know, the good old days or romantic kind of memories. I mean, I am kind of like suspicious of this card. I feel it's like an old flame, but I'm not getting like an ex vibe. So it could be like a missed opportunity between you and somebody where there was a frisson, but it never really got explored, or something that really didn't go anywhere as a relationship, because there's no bad feeling here. Okay, I just feel that there is romance, and this person may reach out from your past. Either it's someone you used to go to college with or work with or was in the neighborhood with. For example, the Knight of Cups, they genuinely have feelings for you, but there is also an Ace of Cups. Aces are new. So I am getting a strong indication from this reading already that you're going to have an option. You're going to either choose someone from your past that you have a familiarity with or history with in some way, and the Ace of Cups is someone new. Okay, so I definitely feel there's someone who is not really speaking up about their feelings right now, but they will invite you to something. Okay, so expect in the next 6 weeks to kind of hear from someone that you haven't heard from in a while, and they may invite you to something. And they have ulterior motives because they're inviting you because they have feelings for you. So they're just seeing, you know, if there's anything there, if you have any feelings for them. But the Ace of Cups is telling me strongly that, you know, there's also a new person that you do not know yet that is coming in. I just want to see how you feel about this person who has secret feelings for you. Can you please show me that before we move forward? We have the 5 of Cups. Okay, the 5 of Cups, either this person really helped you through a challenging time, or you feel this person had an opportunity to step up, but they missed out on that opportunity. 5 of Cups is an energy of like letting this person down. Okay, so I feel you may diplomatically let this person down, because often in the 5 of Cups, there is a figure lamenting 3 cups that are spilt, and 2 other cups are being ushered in by the universe, which means new. Okay, so I feel like you let this person down. Maybe once you had feelings for this person, or perhaps you kind of like, as I said, had a frisson that didn't really get explored, but I feel like the moment is lost, and I feel like you're open for new. So that's something that's coming out there, you know. Obviously, if you meet with this person, you're like, whoa, I can't believe that they have feelings for me and I really want to be with them, then go for it. But the 5 of Cups is telling me, with the energy that I'm tapping into right now, specifically, it's an energy of you feeling like, you know what? You just don't feel like that for them. It's like there's no spark or romance, you know. It's like you don't want to cross a line. So anyway, definitely new energy coming in, new person coming in, and there is a connection here. With that biome energy, I feel, yeah, you're in some sort of group scenario when you meet this person. For some of you, it could be connected to the world in some way. So a world event or a world conference for some of you, not all of you, of course. But this card, it's literally like getting out into the community, getting out to events that bring people together. Now that can extend through many different events. It could be right from like a pub quiz, right through to like a festival, or maybe even someone's birthday, or a wedding, or some sort of like communal event that's happening in a local community center. So please take it as it resonates, but it just means that people coming together, you're going to meet a person where people gather. That's what I'm feeling. For some of you, I actually feel this person's from a different part of the world than you as well, but there's a connection instantly when you meet this person. It's like this person and you, when you see each other, it's in your eyes, and the attraction, it takes your breath away. Okay, because I'm getting this feeling of like, it's you. I've been waiting for you. There was just this moment between you both where you lock eyes and you just know, okay? So this is what you're looking out for when you meet this new person, okay? It doesn't happen often, but with you and this new person, it will. So let's get to the Celtic cross and see what's going on there, where specifically you may meet this person, or if there's a timing aspect, because this will really tell me if you're going to meet this person in the next 6 weeks, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their love life at this time? Can you please show them the way? Okay, I'm being given a very random image in the water right now, so I have to give it to you. I'm seeing someone like rewiring a plug. So random, you know, like a plug for a socket that have the wires like the earth wire, the neutral, the live wire. Okay, so either this person is an electrician. That's something that could be symbolic of, or perhaps you are, or maybe literally as you're listening to this reading, you're doing that. It could also mean that, you know, perhaps this person's handy around the home, or, I mean, for some of you, it could be that you're meeting a live wire, someone who's really exciting to be with, but is very grounded. I mean, it could also be the stages that you found yourself in. It can be that, you know, you've like been grounding yourself based on previous experiences, and you've been like in a very neutral state, that hermit energy where you're kind of like trying to work out who you are, what you want, and go after the things that you're passionate about, and suddenly you have the energy and motivation to get out there and live your passions and, you know, meet love. So please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure other than what I can see right now. And yeah, what else could that be? I mean, it could also be that you're rewiring. Perhaps you're reprogramming in some way from past cycles of repeat, generational wounding, for example. Or maybe you're thinking about love in a different way right now. You're feeling a little bit more energized, a little bit more excited to see what's going on out there in the dating pool. Because I feel like you've looked out before and you felt that, you know, there was a shortage. There's no one out there, and there's a lack of opportunity. And I just feel like you need to move outside your current circumstances to meet someone new. But I do see that you're going to be put on the path to meet someone, okay? But it's connected to something that you're interested in, okay? I mean, some of you could be literally going to college to, you know, learn how to do electronics or something. So I'm going to leave that image there. I'm not really sure what else I can get from that. I have to give you what I can see in this moment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. There's the Hermit energy, okay? So a period of self-reflection. It is a Virgo card as well. So that means that, you know, you're in a period of enlightenment, learning more about yourself, what you want, what you certainly do not want. We've got the Death card. So something is about to change in your near future. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. That kind of represents a new beginning here for you. We do have, ooh, we got the Two of Cups coming on in. So it comes right after that Death card, which means you're about to meet the one. I feel like it's the end of your singlehood, as it were. So we got the World card again. You know, this is the circumstances outside of yourself. We've got the World energy. So this highlights that you're going to be in the right place to meet the right person, but you're connecting to some sort of communal event or a gathering where people come together. You're integrated when you meet this person. I mean, some of you may be thinking about moving abroad, or, you know, relocating at some point as well, because the World card can indicate some sort of major move in your life, and or you could be traveling, for example. But there's definitely an energy that this person is from a different part of the world than you, and I feel that opposites attract here with this person. I really feel there's an intensity, a spiritual connection as well, and certainly a new beginning. But I'll have to see if it's going to be in the next 6 weeks for you. Six of Cups, it's come up again. So you're definitely going to hear from someone who is very nostalgic about you, someone who they see you as a missed opportunity. We've got the Four of Pentacles. They can't let you go. They're holding on here. I do feel that they are transforming, as it were, but we've already talked about that. I just feel like you're going to let this person down. I feel like you just want new, okay? So we have the Four of Wands and we have the Magician. Okay, so First card here for you is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords, for some of you, you feel that life has been challenging. I mean, that is a major tornado there, and it can indicate that you are in the middle of like uprooting, or you feel that the dating scene has so changed, and you feel that it can be a little bit chaotic. And you just feel like, you know, you're looking for something traditional. If you look at the nature of this, there's like this tree that is rooted. So it feels like you're trying to create stability in your life. And you feel that life right now, it is so changeable that, you know, you're always feeling in fight or flight mode, or you feel like some of you may be haunted by the past, because the Nine of Swords, that's literally what this means. It can be that, you know, experiences from your past have made you feel disconnected from love, or feel that love equates pain, or someone leaving, for example. But the Nine of Swords being your starting position, I feel some of you are wondering, is love coming? And feeling that actually there is an energy here of like analysis paralysis. You feel a little bit stuck, okay? You don't know how to change your circumstances, and some of you may even be bewildered, like, why am I in this situation at this point in my life? You know, there may even be a little bit of worry or concern attached to this, but actually I see that there is nothing to be concerned about. However, with that Justice card, some of you, you know, you may have been hurt in the past by someone who's a little bit loose with the truth, because the Justice card is all about truth. And if it's in the crossing position, it can indicate some of you have dealt with someone who was not honest about their feelings, or who distanced themselves in some way, ran away from their feelings, denied their feelings, avoided emotion, or even avoided intimacy. And it's made you feel a little bit bereft, or made you feel that you can't trust your intuition, because you had feelings and they had feelings, and how can it have ended the way that it did? Okay, so some of you are trying to recalibrate after that. I mean, also some of you may just have like a very challenging experience in life right now, because of course the world is a little bit crazy. It's on its head right now. It just feels like everything's upside down and a lot of pressure. So it can indicate that love is not your priority right now. You do want it, but the Nine of Swords indicates you have a lot on your mind. You're dealing with things right now that are challenging, okay? And you may have felt, and this is not for everyone, of course, but I do get this energy that some of you are clearing the past, you know, decluttering. That's really connected to this first card here. So it's like you're in a period of upheaval or uprooting things in order to have a clean slate or a new start, because you have the Death card and the Ten of Swords. For some of you, something ended really abruptly, okay? And it's like finished, it's over, and you're not going back, but it's caused a storm of emotions that you're trying to deal with right now, and you're trying to fathom life moving forward. And I do see you moving forward, and I do see you turning your back to the past. And with that Nine of Swords, for some of you, not all of you, but I have to honor it, we do have a Death card here. Some of you, you know, your partner, if you were in a high level commitment in the past, some of you, you may have been grieving past love, someone that you are connected to, but life has been cruel and taken that person from you, if they're in spirit, for example. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there, so much love. So if you've been widowed, for example, or, you know, you are connected to someone and they have transitioned, and you're just like kind of feeling bereft and just like lost in this grieving process, I'm sending you so much love and hugs out there. But what I see here with that Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles is like no one can ever take away those memories, the good times, but this person in spirit, they want you to be happy, okay? So it's like there is life after them. So if you're like stuck in a bit of confusion or like feeling a little bit restless there, I do see that they want you to be happy, and you will reunite again one day, but not now. This is not your time. They want you to be out there and, you know, connect to a love that truly deserves you, because you're awesome. So that's the energy I've got coming out there. I'm actually seeing two golden hearts. The way that I'm seeing them is like they were connected, but then they're like floating down. It's almost like they're like confetti. That's what I can see. And this may be an image that you will see in the coming weeks or months to highlight that this person wants you to like when you feel ready to move forward and be open to new love. Okay, so with a lot of love and respect that's come through. It may not resonate with everyone, but I have to honor it. So I'm going to disconnect from that energy now and connect to the other energy that's coming in. So yeah, I feel a lot of you beautiful Virgos are like super busy, and the Justice card can indicate you have a lot on your plate. And I feel like you're having to make some adjustments in life right now and remain flexible. But also the Justice card can indicate that there is some good karma coming your way, because I feel you've really been through it recently, and it's not just connected to love. I just feel like there's always something. That's what I'm feeling. It's like this is very busy, this energy. And you can feel that there's always something, and you're always having to be like mindful or on edge of your seat, as it were, to manage life right now. And on top of things, you're like, and I would like to be in a relationship. I do see a relationship coming in for you, and the Justice card, it can indicate, especially since this is a worry card, like I didn't choose these cards for you, they popped out, and this is the starting position. So this can indicate like overanalysis or worry or concern, which I've already mentioned. And some of you out there will be like, nope, not concerned, I'm all good by myself. I definitely see with the Hermit energy that you're someone who's self-sufficient. You are all good by yourself. You don't need anybody, but deep down, I feel like you do want like a high level commitment. And I feel like you're going to get one there as well. I feel like you are manifesting a high level commitment. Someone who's very romantic, kind, who is not afraid to let you lead, but also take charge when the energy shifts. It's balanced and it's reciprocal. But I feel here with this Justice card crossing this Nine of Swords, if you have been concerned or worried about like meeting love, I definitely see here you're bringing your worries into review. And actually, you know, I feel that you are realizing there's nothing to worry about. Everything has a time and a place. And I feel that perspective is everything. I mean, the Justice card is like you being really honest with yourself about what you're doing to put yourself in a position to meet love. So you're holding yourself to account with this card. I mean, it's a very strict card. It means that you're being like super like decisive and saying, okay, what have I been doing to put myself in a position to meet a new person? You know, it's just like if you want a job, for example, you have certain steps that you will take to put yourself in a position to get a job. The same with love. If you want something in life, no matter what it is, you take certain steps to make it happen. Okay. So I feel like this is about you, like after a period of inaction, because you've been healing, you've been dealing with your own personal development path. You've been on a journey of self-discovery. A lot of you now, it's like, okay, what do I want to do in life? And it's not starting from a place where you're like, okay, how can I find love? How can I put myself in a position to find the one? It's coming from a place where you're like, what am I passionate about? What really sets your soul on fire? What are you creatively doing right now? Or, you know, is it time for a new adventure? Because this is the earthly plane, and the Knight of Wands is your energy, which means that you are someone who is headstrong, unstoppable in your goals. You're someone who is super passionate, and you're leading with passion. But some of you may have dealt with people in the past who were temporary, or, you know, you may be questioning, is there something about you that makes people come in and really connect to you, but it seems to not last long? I feel like you're definitely a healer. You're someone who understands people on a different level. But I also feel like, you know, you're not here to be someone's emotional crutch and fix people. Okay, I feel like you are actually here to have a romantic, passionate, wonderful, loving relationship for yourself. So I feel some of you have to erect healthier boundaries, and that's something that's coming through. I mean, always be compassionate and helpful and nurturing to people who are in need. Don't ever change that part of yourself, but also don't sacrifice a part of yourself for another person, and make sure you have time for yourself to do things that you want to do for you, okay? And also reciprocity is the key to a relationship. As you know, my beautiful Virgo there, with that Justice card, it's like the give and take, okay? The balancing act of love. You know, when we meet a person for the first time and we start to have feelings for them, it's like the honeymoon period where we think they are the best thing since sliced bread, and we literally put them on a bit of a pedestal. And that inadvertently puts ourselves below that person. We don't mean to do it, but it shifts the dynamic in a relationship. So now you're looking up at the person because you think they're awesome. How about you remember that you're awesome too, and you look at them dead in the eye, like face to face, on an equal footing there. So I feel this is something that you need to be reminded of, that you are enough and then some, and that you're a gift. And I feel this is a time for you to have a new adventure in love, but also discover your passions. A lot of you may do something that you are, excited about, enthusiastic about, like a hobby or a creative project, or, even traveling. This is a travel card there as well. So I feel this is about you reigniting that spark, that lust for life. But also, some of you, very interesting, because this is your protagonist energy. And when it's partnered with this energy here, it can indicate that actually you attract a lot of people. And you got to ask yourself, are you looking for a quick fix? Are you looking for a temporary encounter, something that's really passionate? Or are you looking for a long-term investment relationship? Your soul partner, your life partner there. So I feel, you will have a lot of options because you do attract a lot of people. You're magnetic and you're someone who stands out from the crowd. And I'm not here to blow smoke up here, what. I'm just picking up the energy of what I'm getting here. And this is about you, being noticed when you walk into a room. So I feel this is about you really being clear about what it is that you want. Because I feel, this is like a little bit busy. I do feel, you have people that are interested in you, but somehow there is this desire here for you to go on a quest for something really special, and a person who really gets you, really sees you. And I feel this is your adventure card, which is like now you're expanding your horizons and you're getting out there, being bold and daring, and you have a vision of what it is that you want, and you're being true to that vision, and you're not actually settling for second best. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Now, with the Hierophant in the past position, some of you have been in a high level commitment before. You may have been married before for some of you, engaged, or connected to somebody that you thought was forever. Now, due to circumstance, some of you have, looking at the cards, definitely loved and lost. Okay, and again, I'm sending you so much love and so many hugs, because the Ten of Swords can indicate you've had a very challenging experience when it comes to love, and it's painful. Okay, I mean, for some of you, you may have not been in a high level commitment, and you may have been in a very solitary energy, and you may be wondering why the universe has not put someone on your path to be in a high level commitment with you. But I feel you have a higher calling, okay? And higher callings tend to be a lonelier path than others. But I do see that you're coming to the end of a cycle where you are about to meet love head on, okay? And I feel like you're going to have options during this phase. I mean, this card in the past position indicates that you're having faith that love is out there for you, even when you feel a bit down or have thoughts that are swinging from like negative to positive, because this is a card which indicates that you weigh up your options, and sometimes you're really positive about it and sometimes you're not. But also it can connect to like whether you want to be in a high level commitment or whether you want to be free and single and like connect to people and flirt, for example, because this is a very flirtatious card. Some of you may also feel that people misunderstand your kindness and see you as flirting, okay? And the Hierophant can indicate you attract a lot of people who are already connected to someone else, okay? So I feel this is about you like having a clean slate completely and saying, I don't want to connect to people like that. I don't want to attract people like that. I feel this is about you starting again, starting from scratch, and actually opening yourself up to the potential of love. I mean, these two cards are a choice in itself. It's like, do you want marriage or do you want a fling? Do you want something temporary and fun, or do you want to be in a high level commitment? And also it'll be fun, but it's like, do you want like an investment in a relationship? Do you want to connect to someone long term? Because this is the marriage card, okay? So I feel some of you right now, this is about enjoying life. This is about enjoying adventure, but also this is you kind of deciding that you want to settle down with a person. So depending on what you want, I feel this is what you're attracting, because you do have the Magician card here, which highlights your thoughts become things. And the potential position here, we have the Virgo card, your card, the Hermit. Okay, so this is a period of self-reflection. So I would say, because we have the Death card in the near future position, this tells me that you're going through a major transition period. Now, you may be talking to someone new. quite soon because we have the Two of Cups here, but I feel like a high level commitment is really not going to be something that you're connecting to until a little bit later on. I got to be honest with you. 6-week period that I'm reading for, I see someone from your past reaching out, inviting you. And again, it doesn't have to be an ex, but it could be. Okay, it could be an old flame there. This person, I will pull a card on it. I just, I've already done that. I feel like you're looking for new, but I do see that this person, they can't let you go. So if they come in promising you the world but never deliver anything, or they ghost you, or they like disappear after kind of, declaring their love, this is not a cycle that you're getting caught up in again. With that Death card, it's like it's over. So you're doing a lot of thinking with this card. You are really reflecting on what it is that you want, what is right for you, and gaining enlightenment here. This card is a withdrawal energy. So I feel that sometimes, and I got to be honest with the energy that I'm feeling from your reading, sometimes you feel like, yeah, I want a partner, I want to settle down. And then other times you're like, you know what, I'm all good by myself. And, you feel like you don't need anybody, or you're too busy to entertain a relationship or create space for a relationship. So these could be thoughts that you're going through right now. But also I feel there is this energy of you kind of like, it's like withdrawing from love in order to focus on priorities. It's going to be a really special person who captures your attention. I want you to be aware of that. And that special person is coming on in, because I feel like you just don't want to waste your time. So you may have had people who wasted your time in the past, or you just feel like, this person has to be like super special because you got stuff to do. That's the energy that I've got coming in here. I'm going to pull a card on that Hermit energy, okay? Because this is a withdrawal card, a recharging of batteries card, but it's also in your potential position. So for the next 6 weeks, the potential is, you being single, but also getting really clear on what it is that you want. And I mean, some of you could connect to a person if you're going on a spiritual retreat, okay? Or if you're going on some sort of pilgrimage or some sort of vacation that has historical places of interest, because I'm just getting this like voracious sense of knowledge right now. Now, this could be that you're learning more about yourself, but it could also be that you want to either put yourself on a course of learning, and that puts you in an integrated group where people come together, or it's some sort of vacation or some sort of place that you go to where people gather. And I just see a lot of you like connecting to higher vibrations, that you're on like a different level, and you are kind of like wanting to meet someone who's on that different level than you. And I don't feel like you're being egotistical about this. I feel like you are someone who you view life in a different way, and you may be meeting people who just don't connect to you. It's almost like you're a really old soul, so not much impresses you. So it's going to take a really like special person for you to really go, oh, okay, I'm just going to walk away from this project and focus completely on romance with this person. So let me just pull a quick card on that Hermit energy for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? This Hermit in the potential position, can you tell me? Because I'm also getting that the person you meet could also have strong Virgo in their chart. That's what I'm getting. It's like opposites attract, but somehow like there's some commonalities there. So it could be that, they are Virgo, but they've also got like placements in their moon that are totally opposite to you, for example. But let me just see what this is. Hangman and King of Pentacles. So you're waiting for the one. You're waiting for someone who has a serious interest in settling down. But also the Hangman can be that, there's a responsibility that you're waiting to adhere to, or, could be that you're like running your own business and you want to get to a certain level, for example, and then you're open to love. Doesn't mean you don't want it. It's almost like, can you pause it and not want it right now? But, life doesn't happen that way. Life normally happens in the way that, love finds you on the path that you took to avoid it, right? So I'm just getting this energy of like the Hangman is the wait. So there is like a slight pause. I get a feeling for some of you, you may meet this new person, and then either you have to like temporarily pause it to either adhere to a responsibility, or they do. And this responsibility, it could be that you're going on a vacation, or it could be that you are doing something regarding your business or migrating, or, maybe they are migrating. It just feels like when you meet, there's just this temporary pause in between, okay? It's not anything to worry about, but I feel you may just disconnect briefly, or maybe even just have some time out to reflect and see if this person is the one, because it's literally going to change your life. You have to factor this person into your life there. I mean, the Hangman is also an indication that someone who feels like you're a missed opportunity is going to come towards you, okay? I mean, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. My guides also gave me that the Hangman is sacrifice. So letting someone down in order to be single. And then the person of your dreams comes in. For example, someone who's serious about a relationship, someone who's new, someone who basically, you know, they have their life together and, you know, they're very successful. This person who's coming in, very intelligent. I feel they're very practical. I just get the sense they run their own business, and maybe it's connected to that plug socket thing that I saw there, that appliance thing. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe they even just take things apart and see how they work and then put them together again. I'm not really sure, so I'll leave that there. But yeah, I feel it's connected to you letting someone down and then like being ready for someone new, okay? As we move on, this is the 6-week period, which is a death card, which means you're going through a transition period. Things are changing for you. And there's growth there for you as well. I mean, some of you, this could be that you're breaking old habits, you know, especially if someone from the past is reaching out, you're like, nope, not dealing with that. And you're just going to be so proud of yourself that you close that chapter to the past. But the death card is an energy of where things have been stagnant or nothing's been happening in your love life. Suddenly there is change. Okay. And what I'm loving about the change is your next card is the Two of Cups. And I want you to be aware that your outcome energy, we've got the Four of Wands, a romantic date. Okay. You know, this is also, the Four of Wands is all about coming together, celebration, having fun. So again, it's another indication that you meet this new person in a group of people where you're celebrating or you're doing something fun. I mean, it could also be a place where you learn, because that Hangman came out and it highlights new knowledge. So please take it as it resonates. But the Two of Cups is a high-level commitment. It's a romantic partnership. It is an opportunity to grow together as a couple with a person. And for some of you, I'm getting strong vibes that there's a toast where you're at when you meet this person. So even if you're going to like a community event where lots of people are coming to it, there could be like in the corner someone singing happy birthday to somebody, and you're not part of that, but you witness it. It's like a toast of something. Okay, glasses clinking is what I'm hearing and seeing right now. 2 glasses clinking. So, I mean, it could be that you're like in a restaurant where people gather for food and you suddenly see someone like popping the question to someone across, you know, the restaurant. You're like, oh, wow, that's amazing. And then you're off to the bathroom yourself and you bump into someone. You're like, oh, hi. And then you meet the person of your dreams. For example, I'm just giving you like scenarios where this clinking of glasses could be. So please apply it to your situation specifically, but it's evident that love is coming on in, okay? This is really your advice to yourself as well, which means you're waiting for love. You're looking for someone that you have an affinity with. You're looking for that special someone who can be your friend as well as your lover, and there's reciprocity, a union, an attraction, that spark. And this card, it literally means that you're going to find a partner, okay, that you are in harmony with, that you can explore life with. And I feel there is such a deep love with you and this person. And yeah, it's reflected back to each other. So you will know when you've met the one. This person, it's going to be so obvious when you meet this person. And they're very sensitive, this person, very refined is what I'm being given. Very refined. They care about the little details in life. I definitely say this person's got Virgo in their chart for sure. And they're very thoughtful. And I know it's such a cliche and it's connected to this card as well. But there's something about this person, they love a sunset. They love a sunset, okay? So they may have gone traveling. They're well traveled, this person. And they may have like oodles of pictures of sunsets. Okay, and getting like the right light. So this person, they could be a keen photographer as well in their spare time, because I'm being given this energy of like the golden hour. Okay, I'm seeing lots of golden energy, the best light for a portrait or something. So they could have either photography training or they do it in their spare time. So that's coming through as well. Maybe this connects to you too, but I feel it's a commonality, something that perhaps you can bond over as well there. Now, this is the circumstances outside of yourself, the world card, okay? Now, for some of you, I mentioned already, it can be that, you know, the world, it's a bit of a crazy place right now, and you feel it's very hard to find the one. But this card means you will be in the right place at the right time to meet the right person. And for some of you, it relies on this kind of like cause and effect. I saw the ripple effect earlier. So it can be that you're about to make a decision, something that you're transforming in your life. You're making some sort of change, or something big is changing in your life in the next 6 weeks. And it's a positive change. I want you to be aware of that. But it opens up the whole world for you. So it could be either that you're migrating your business, or you're retiring, for example, and now you're traveling. You've got more time for you. For example, for some of you, it could be that, you know, you are deciding to go on a vacation to a new destination, or you are kind of like doing something bold and daring that you've never done before. But this card, it means that, you know, you are exploring new territory and you're ending a cycle that has been in play for quite some time. So if you tend to meet people who are similar, or like codependent or toxic, or have addictions, or they are running away from intimacy or not emotionally available, if you've tended to attract people like that, that's over now. That cycle is over. You've learned your lessons from those experiences, because we all have to learn lessons from those experiences. And now you're entering into a new era, okay? And I feel this new era is very romantic. In fact, I feel a lot of you are romancing your life. When you meet this person, I feel for some of you, it's like you're with a friend at the same time. Okay, so if you and your friend are thinking about traveling, or going to a course, or doing something creative, or going to a festival or something where there's a lot of fun and you're going to enjoy it, I feel this is where you meet this new person, okay? We do have the Ten of Swords, and that's the hope and fear position. So this means that some of you are afraid that, of course, if you meet a person, it could end abruptly, or they're going to hurt you. For example, if you've been hurt in the past, sometimes, you know, the past can haunt us and make us feel like we were in a bad experience in love before, and could it repeat a cycle? But I want you to be aware of the Death card and the World card. It means the cycle ends there. You're not going to experience anything like that again, okay? But also, this is a new start, okay? It signals something is over in your life, but there is a new start, because in this position you read the upright and the reverse. I mean, the fear here is to meet someone who's just come out of something, okay, and they haven't fully got closure, and they're tempted to go back to the ex, or there's unresolved issues. You know, you don't want anything messy. You want clear cut. They are not with their past. They haven't got the baggage. I mean, we've all got baggage, of course, but that they've processed it to such a degree that they are now invested fully in a relationship. So I'm feeling that from this card in particular. I would say also that this is a card that is highlighting that you are freeing yourself up from patterns that no longer serve you. So a lot of you beautiful Virgos yourself are actually like breaking free from a habit. For some of you, this could be procrastination. You know, if you're telling yourself, oh, I'll go to that event, and then you don't go to an event. If you've been in hermit mode for quite some time, I feel like now you're ending that cycle and you're getting out there to see what the world has to offer. And I feel that's actually a very exciting kind of energy to be in, because it means, you know, you're starting with a blank canvas and you can meet the person of your dreams. But we do have a cycle happening at the end of your reading. This is the outcome energy. We've got that Six of Cups, someone from your past returning. I mean, for some of you, this can also be nostalgia. You know, if you're haunted by an experience from the past, I feel like you're laying that ghost to bed. You know, I really want you to be aware, especially since we've got that snake there. And this card, Four of Pentacles, is all about holding on to something. If someone from your past hurt you, let you down in love, broke your heart, you know, if you think about the nature of a snake, if it bites you, you do not run after that snake or pine after that snake and ask it, like, why did you hurt me? In fact, you run in the opposite direction. You get an antidote and you never go towards that snake again, because you feel, you know, it's off limits. So why do we as humans seek to have answers from someone who hurts us? You know, sometimes the hardest thing is getting our own closure. And I feel a lot of you may have had to get your own closure on a situation, but you also may be haunted by a past situation that was very painful. And I'm only basing this on the cards that you got. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. You know, something has been challenging, and the Four of Pentacles can indicate that sometimes we hold on to those things. And some of those things may even be when you were younger, for example, because the Six of Cups can be connected to like a childhood wounding. For example, if you've witnessed parents or guardians divorcing when you were younger, this could be your first foundation of what it means to love. And there may have been a lot of conflict, a lot of pain, and you may have equated love with people who leave or separate or, you know, bicker at each other. If you were bullied in the past, for example, it can knock your confidence. And when you're getting into a relationship with someone that you're going to be truly intimate with, you know, those thoughts or experiences from the past can make you feel a little bit of doubt, like, oh my gosh, they're going to see the real me. What if when they see the real me, they won't love me? But actually, when you meet the right person, they're going to love all of you. Okay, so those thoughts and those doubts, they can come from a root cause. And a lot of you are like, you know, breaking free from that right now. So I feel, you know, there is a person here who is holding on to you, who cannot let you go. But I do see also that this year, because this is the year of the snake, you're breaking free from something that was keeping you stuck in one position, and now you're embracing like romance and love and a new opportunity to be loved because you are lovable. So this Six of Cups, it represents two energies, that nostalgia of the past. Some of you may feel it was easier to meet love in the past. It was easier to talk to people, strike up conversations, you know, it just felt easier. And some of you want to return to good old days, but I do see that you will build new memories with a new person, and you will be like excited again. And I feel there is this nature of you and this new person feeling like teenagers again. No matter what age you are right now, I just get this energy of like excitement, fun, playfulness, you know, open-heartedness, and like no baggage. That's what I'm feeling from this. But the Six of Cups also indicates that someone from your past is going to reach out and invite you to something. And I mean, the Four of Pentacles, it means, you know, you're going to be in a high-level commitment, which is for keeps, but also a love that will transform you is coming on in. And also this card, it comes with a cautionary tale. Okay, which is if we're holding on to something, or if we feel like we're in the same position, you know, life is passing us by. So, you know, if you are in hermit mode for a reason, there's always a reason. For some of us, it is because, you know, you may have been going through a period of unwellness, for example, and you're getting back to best. For some of you, it could be that you've gone through a very challenging time and you just wanted to like recalibrate and feel secure in your sanctuary. For others, it can be that, you know, you've been working from home and, you know, you've just been busy, for example, or you've been guiding children and you are a parent and it's just challenging to find time for you right now. Whatever your reason, because there's always a reason, the hermit mode energy indicates that there is a purpose for the pause, for you to reflect on what it is that you want. And when the time is right, you will meet the right person. And I feel this Four of Pentacles is to remind you that sometimes we need to come out of the comfort zone. Sometimes we need to let go and just embrace adventure. That's what your card is right there. So on the other side of letting go of that, we've got the Magician card here and the Four of Wands. You know, this is embracing the magic of the everyday, but it's also reminding you that you have everything you need within you to be the wonderful you and attract what you desire. And we've got that Four of Wands, which is happier times, going out there, having fun. Four of Wands is basically spending good quality time with people, like listening to music or, you know, dancing or, you know, being creative, even helping someone out, but being in sync with your surroundings where you just have a lot of fun and joy. So with that Magician card energy, I mean, this is also the engagement card. So I would say that you're manifesting a relationship that's very romantic, where you'll actually move in with this person or get engaged with this person if you want to. I mean, that's your prerogative. Not everybody wants that. But you have two energies here where there's a highlight of you having a soul contract with a new romantic interest. And I feel a partnership is on the cards for you and on the horizon. But I would say it's not in the next 6 weeks. I got to be honest with you there. I feel there's a potential to meet someone in the next 6 weeks, an invitation coming in. that is not connected to a past person, because I feel there's a couple of invitations coming on in. And whatever you're called to do, I would say this is an expansion of opportunity, and you're being aligned with the person who is meant for you. So a flurry of activity coming on in. You're going to be very busy over the next coming weeks socially is what I see. And whether that's you like noticing a poster for something in your neighborhood and saying, I really want to go to that, or a friend reaching out and saying, hey, do you want to go to this? There's just going to be a lot of activity, and I feel you meet a person and they ask you out on a date, and the rest is history. The rest is ending up like this, okay? So storks tend to mean movement and improvement, sudden opportunity, meeting someone out of the blue, okay? So everything has a meaning and a relevance. So I would just pay close attention to any signs or symbols that you see that really capture your attention, because in divine timing, it will happen. Interesting. Look at that. This card, Virgo, Justice. Now you got the Justice card. Okay. And of course we got the Hermit, which is the Virgo card. So I feel you are going to meet someone who's got very strong Virgo in their chart. I mean, this person may even work in a legal area as well. It could be that they maybe are retired as well and worked in the legal industry, and now they're like really handsy around the house and they like fix things, or I don't know. I'm just trying to give you what could be connected to the Justice card that you've got twice there. But there's a compass. So this is about you connecting to your higher calling, but also, you know, suddenly finding yourself in the right position. And we have North Expansion, which is an adventure card. So I feel this is about following your inner compass, because that's what the Hermit is all about. You feeling called to do something, and it's going to put you right in the path to meet love. And I feel now is your time to get justice. And the person you're about to meet, they're very intelligent. They have a beautiful mind just like you. And there's a lot of romance. But I feel like they really see you. They understand you on a different level. I also feel, because you got so many world references, this person's from a different part of the world than you. So perhaps, you know, the compass is relevant, that they're from a different part of the world and they're coming to like relocate where you're at. Maybe that's why you haven't met this person, because they're on their own journey as well, and they're relocating, and now they're coming closer to where you live, for example. So please take it as it resonates. And we got sisterhood. Okay. I did feel that you are with a friend when you meet this person, but you're in a group of people. This is connected to the Three of Cups. It's not a gender specific reading. It connects to like community. It connects to like people going to something together, sharing in an experience, whether you're dancing, whether you're frivolously having fun, whether you're in the community or just like attending a celebration. For some of you, it could be that you're going on a trip with friends, for example. But I feel this is a coming together, and you meet this person. I mean, all the energy is telling me you meet this new person in a group of people. And one of those people in the group are your friend. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a ring before we close. Okay, so we have two things here. Isn't this wonderful? We've got a treasure chest. Now, I'm being given the treasure chest around your chest here. Okay, that's what I can see in the water. The treasure chest, I mean, the treasure is you. It's your heart. Okay, but look, we've got a chest here as well. And this one is shut and protective. And this one is open, highlighting that the treasure is within you. Let go. Open yourself up to this new love that's coming on in. And I feel it'll be a very valuable experience there. I mean, also, if you think about the nature of adventure, people go searching, X marks the spot, they find the treasure chest, but they have to go on an adventure to find it. So I feel this whole reading is basically saying, embrace adventure. You know, find out what you're passionate about and go for it, because that's where you're going to find the treasure. And finally, we also have this beautiful little house, and there's a heart there, and it says, what does it say? It says, sweet home. Sweet home. So you're going to find someone who feels like home. I mean, home is where the heart is. So some of you may literally meet someone online, but I feel this is about you meeting someone who feels like home. Okay, so I will leave that there. I mean, that could even be a sign or symbol or something that you'll see in the next coming weeks that highlights you're on the path to meeting the one. I feel like, if I got to be honest, there, I don't feel like you actually are going to be connected romantically to someone in the next 6 weeks. I do feel like you're meeting a person who is going to be in a high level commitment with you, and you may actually book an event or attend somewhere where you suddenly are face to face with this person, but it doesn't become a romantic, long-term relationship until later is what I'm seeing. Okay. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates, my beautiful Virgo. Thank you so much, and love and light.